Dragalge is actually one of my favorite Pokemon from X and Y. The idea of a poison dragon type was immediately very appealing to me, so seeing us get an EX version seemingly out of nowhere was a dope surprise. Dragalge is essentially an efficient stage 1-2 energy attacker with a poison barb equipped onto it. It's not the best card from the set, but it's definitely playable. Today's deck brings Dragalge into the Nihilego Darkrai shell, while including baby Rampers as well. These three Pokemon share something in common. They all have an attack that functions with one colorless energy. This means we can ramp with a baby lead onto all of them. This is quite powerful for Dragalge when going first, and for Darkrai when going second. With Nihilego, we enhance our poison's residual damage. Combined with Darkrai's pings, attacking onto Dragalge is not without consequence. We run a full set of May to ensure we can evolve into Dragalge quickly, and also find our Nihilegos and Darkrai's later. We send back our extra baby Pokemon in hand, getting more use out of them beyond the early game. This is a concept I found success with when playing Dragalge. While this deck won't be breaking the meta, our lineup can lead to some outstanding openings whether we go first or second. What Pokemon should have the ground next? You decide! Leave a comment down below and we'll see what we can do. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It's free. Free is good. Have us all day. Enjoy the games. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Here we go. Let's poison them with our point. Oh, so that's a card. I didn't know what that was. I saw that in like the missions and stuff, but I was like, what the hell is that? Now I know. We got a Skrelp lead alongside a Darkrai. Because we have Leaf in hand, I'm gonna drop it because I'd rather avoid getting a red card, ruining this otherwise beautiful hand. You know, we have Darkrai already, we have Skrelp to lead off with. We're going second, so having a baby to ramp with is not strictly necessary, even though it would. If I do top deck it, I will go for it, because I could enable a quick Darkrai to pressure them with. All right. We got no choice but to research first. We have no other play really, and then we'll see. I'm worried about a Hydreigon just coming in early. We find Nihilego, which we do want to develop. If they manage to evolve into Hydreigon, what do we do? I'm actually going to put the energy onto Darkrai, because Hydreigon coming in is a very real possibility with them having 6 cards in hand. So I don't have enough time to evolve into Dragalge. Yep. The question is, are they going to start attacking with it immediately? Yeah. So placing the energy on the Skrelp was what I wanted to do, but I just don't have time. I just do not have time, and they're going to be able to generate 2 Hydreigons, and we're in trouble here, ladies and gentlemen. They have a Pokemon Center Lady to heal it. Lots of pressure, but because we decided to go for Darkrai instead, we have a chance here. They're just running right through us, though. We may have to resort to a Darkrai solo. Leaf doesn't really accomplish anything. I'm gonna go for May. And then I'm gonna drop Nihilego and the less cool Dragalge, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up the Skrelp to protect against the Sabrina here. And then I'm gonna be able to play against a Sabrina effect later by evolving into Dragalge. This is how we combat this. So we adjust to the matchup in front of us. We had a great Dragalge opener there, but unfortunately we just had no time to set it up. They found everything. They literally found absolutely everything, pun intended. But we are going to be able to run right through this. As they copycat, very powerful copycat right there. As they take damage with the Hydreigon. And we're gonna send in our Dark right here. I mean, they had the perfect opener, like being able to evolve 2 Hydreigons easily. I'm gonna drop Nihilego, I'm gonna evolve into Dragalge. And I'm gonna be able to knock out this Hydreigon first. I don't know how we beat this though. Like they just had the absolute perfect opener with double Hydreigon into Mega Absol for the win. We need to top deck. That's what we need to do, is we need to top deck into Cyrus, so we can capitalize on Cleffa and not have to defeat Mega Absol. That's the only way. They place the energy onto Hydreigon instead. I wonder if they have like red. They Sabrina us instead, and that's where Dragalge comes in. Interesting play. Because the poison point will put this at range, and we have Leaf to pivot with. I repeat, we have Leaf to pivot with. I'm gonna put the energy onto you. I'm gonna Leaf. Because I don't need the extra energy onto Darkrai here. The poison will do it. And I'm wondering, okay, so we have May, but we've already lost 1 Nihilego, so we're not really searching for anything. We'd rather them attack our hand if we have a higher chance. Yeah, let's just do this. Now we just need Cyrus. Ladies and gentlemen, now we just need Cyrus. Nothing else matters here, just Cyrus. Because they can enable their own Cyrus, so a Cyrus top deck here would be everything. And they probably have a Cyrus, right? I mean, do they even play? They play Sabrina. It's a lot of cards that they're playing there. Man, our Cyrus top deck is everything. A Cyrus top deck is everything. 9 cards in my deck, though. Cyrus! Cyrus! I can't believe it. Oh, you love to see it. Let's go. That was like that was an insane opener by them. They evolved double Hydreigon like it was nothing. They made a mistake though. They made a very key. I don't know if it actually mattered in the end, but they should have just no, because they wanted to remain alive with the Hydreigon. But they could have used the ability with Hydreigon twice to put an energy onto the Absol to allow it to attack immediately after. And if they had Cyrus, that was a game-losing misplay by them. Holy crap, that was an insane, like, just... Hydreigon is really scary when you're able to evolve it immediately. Because then it just applies so much pressure, and having that Absol in the back to finish, that was nuts. Whew, okay. Round two. Need a breather after that one. As we got fighting. A Skrell Bleed, which is not ideal. Going first. As oof. Oh, that's rough. I'm gonna go for the research. And pray. Oh my god, this hand. This hand, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough, but we do have you. We tank that hit. And we spread the poison, which will knock that out at the end of the turn. We don't want to knock that out. So we'll probably place the energy onto you so we can pivot. And then retaliate. As we put a giant cape here to avoid red from killing us. I want to play one May to essentially make my hand a little bit smaller. Because this Tyrogue dying to the poison avoids triggering the Mars Shadow. They copycat and draw less cards? What? I guess their hand really sucked. Okay. You die as well. I need to see what Archeops does exactly. Archeops. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't knock me out. This actually does not knock me out. So we just continue to kill them with the poison because we don't enable the Mars Shadow, and now the Mars Shadow is just like too weak. They need to find the evolution pieces for Archeops. There, they copycat again. This allows them to draw one extra card, so I could have made, and I mean, I didn't expect double copycat. Like, that's just kind of wild. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, we just let the Tyrogues die to poison, not triggering the Mars Shadow's revenge, and just not attacking with Dragalge, just using it as a wall purely with double Nihilego support. Now, if they attack, it's like 60 damage that they're taking with whatever they attack. And the beautiful thing is, Archeops does not. It deals 20 damage, so even though it's super effective, it doesn't. Thanks to a giant cape, we survive. So they would need Archeops plus like a random red or a Guzma. And judging by their disconnect, I think we got him. Omega lol. That's a way to win a game of Pokemon Pocket. Like, we're actually gonna win this game having not attacked once. Dragalge, baby. That's how Dragalge be. That's how we do it. He's special, unique, built different, and you're dead. Oh yeah, they're mad. That was a rage quit. Dragalge made them quit. I got a title for the video. Oh yeah, for the intro, baby. Get him. Perfect. So one attack. One attack is all we needed. Round 3. And now we go up against water. We got the Magby lead with a May. I'll go with it. As they got their Mantike. Dropping the Nihilego opens us up for a Sabrina, but leaving it in our hand leaves us wide open to a red card. And a red card can be pretty brutal here. So I'm going to opt to risk the turn 1 Repel or Sabrina. Must be nice. Man, how do people do this? I only have one. There it is. Double Magikarp. One of each. I don't know why people go with one of each. Just commit to one. Maybe they just wanted the pretty ones. Like, they really want to play the shiny one. I mean, I can't fault them for that, to be honest. What do we do here? How do I reach these kids? Because they're going to reach me. And it's not going to be pretty. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just yapping. Let's go for the Pokeball. See what we get. We get a Skrelp. Okay, let's go for May now and see what we find. Because if we find Dragalge, we probably take that route. We return one, and then we return the second Nihilego. And this way, we just, because we don't have Darkrai yet, we just spread out. Keep our options open as we go for the Toasty Toss. And now we have both of these ready, which is important because that means the moment we draw Darkrai, we can start. Like, that's the purpose of this, right? Like, to really fix our openers going first, because otherwise our deck is really weak going first. But also to, yeah, that's what you get. Also to be able to build up our attackers faster so we can dump energy onto Darkrai. I mean, there's the Cyrus. Here's my cape. And yes, I am going to be sending in Dragalge. With this cape, it guarantees that we survive a hit. And then we can play around that. We just need for it to connect onto us once. And then we can navigate around it. Because in general, Gyarados decks don't run Cyrus. But this Giant Cape is really important because they do like to run red. They should run red. Now the question is, do they have to make Gyarados immediately or not? They do. Here we go. But we're gonna poison it. We are gonna poison it. See what we lose. We lose a Nihilego, unfortunately, but we do poison this. This could be a Darkrai. No, it's a Skrelp. It's a freaking Skrelp. But it is important to place here because we haven't lost the other Dragalge yet. So I think this is the turn for us to pivot into Magby, place that energy onto you, and Toasty Toss onto the Skrelp in the middle, in case we were to draw into another Dragalge. Okay. And now let's see what essentially our final draw will be. Interesting. No, I want to Cyrus that. I want to Cyrus that. Copycat. What if we just bring in the Skrelp instead and just hit this? Then they're just forced to attack us anyways. If we drag the Gyarados in, we hit it for 30, we poison it. Fuck me, dude, like this animation. Oh my god, it takes like 10 seconds to do something like that. Another thinking, And so am I. Like, the fact that we lost one Nihilego really hurts us. Like, the Gyarados milling our deck was pretty brutal there. Like, they were just able to accelerate into it so quickly. I think I think my problem fundamentally was, I think my mistake was leading off, like, I should have waited for them to attack me. With Gyarados, considering I only have to defeat it, that's just the mistake. And now we lose that, okay. So we're dead, right? Unless we can pick up Darkrai. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, that was my mistake. Now they're just kind of forced to retreat, though. There's just no way around it. Lol. Doesn't really make a difference, like. My mistake was that, like, I didn't play this correctly. You shouldn't lead off with the like, I should have made them hit me first. That's huge, though. I wonder if they have Cyrus. Because otherwise, we just do this. Wow. Wow, we actually crawled out of that one. I can't believe that. Even though we won, it's very, like, I misplayed. It's still, one still has to get used to how to playing around Mega Evolutions, especially when you have Cyrus in hand already. I rushed into it, just killing the Mantike, and then the game just got really complicated because of that. So my Dragalge, even without a cape, survives an attack from Gyarados. So what I have to do is I have to wait for them to engage. And then I have to bring in my Dragalge. I have to attack it, deal 80 damage. Okay? And then as they attack me, it's poison, and then I can attack back. And, like, I have a lot more game that way, right? I can attack it, they attack back, and then I can retreat, and I can stall with the other things. Otherwise, like, allowing them to get the first hit on me, even though they haven't gotten a killed before, it prevents me from dealing 80 damage to Gyarados beforehand. And that I needed that damage. I needed that damage. So I mispiloted this one. This is a learning experience. I will never make this mistake again. When you're running into a Mega Evolution, do not, like, it's because I'm used to playing against Entei Blaziken, which gets away with that because Blaziken can actually, Entei can apply pressure on its own. So you can't just, like, wait for them to bring in Blaziken, because then they just start attacking you for 60 with Entei. That's why the deck is so strong, because Entei can just threaten you on its own. You can't ignore it. Gyarados, that version with Mantike is different, because Mantike is not gonna do anything. Mantike is just gonna sit there and ramp, and it can't do anything else. So they have to bring in Gyarados first in order to start dealing damage. And that's where you punish them. Especially considering we have Darkrai, and especially considering like the longer the match goes, the less options, or sorry, the more time that we have to draw our cards and not be vulnerable to their milling to begin with and find Darkrai. Like if the match drags out, we just start building up Darkrai and we don't have to attack to deal damage. So big learning experience here. Big learning experience. Don't like the Gyarados matchup is different than Blaziken. And you have to, I failed to adapt to it. And, you know, we won, but it's a bittersweet win because we could have done better. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Let's keep going. What about now? What do we got? Darkness. Okay, we got some darkness on darkness action. And this is where Magby thrives, ladies and gentlemen. Magby, Dull Pokeball in May. This is phenomenal, actually. Oh. Not what I was expecting, but Zangoose does go down immediately. To Dragalge, so I'm gonna go with this. Okay, we found the Scrub, so now I'm gonna go for the May. Let's see if we can find Dragalge. Dragalge, no Dragalge. Okay, so what do we do here? Definitely don't need the Pichu. The Pichu is unnecessary. So the question is, do we keep Nihilego or do we keep Darkrai or Skrelp? I really like the idea of just sending in Dragalge. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna drop Dragalge. I'm gonna drop Darkrai actually because I'm going first, and I'm gonna go with the Dragalge game plan because I have Copycat. So I'm gonna hope that they actually draw some cards here because I can drop the Giant Cape. I can drop the Nihilego in surprise. Please don't flood the board. Like just keep stuff in. Where's your professor's research? Where's your professor's research? Play it now. Play it now. Your value is my value. Please. That's not a problem. God damn it. Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's go! Out of here. Easiest top deck of my career. Let's keep that Giant Cape for now, you know what I'm saying? Be mindful with it. We're gonna take the counter attack here. That's fine. We're thick. We're thick, and the moment they touch us, they die. Oh yeah, Dragalge's angry. Oh. All according to plan. Going first, we'd like to see the baby again. We'd love a repeat of that. No, I mean, we do have Leaf. We could always top deck it. That would be perfect. A top deck here into a baby would be glorious. They play Peach. Okay, so yeah, I know what this deck is. No such thing, unfortunately. So let's go for this. Let's drop the Darkrai. Let's drop the Nihilego. And the Magby. It's actually, it may be a blessing in disguise. I mean, not really, but... it is going to allow us to... Interesting, they're gonna send that in, okay. They want to stop the, change of plans, actually. I'm gonna bring in Dragalge. And I'm gonna pass. We don't need to deal with Pichu right now, like... Now we leave. We're gonna do this. We're gonna ping that, we're gonna leave, and we're gonna pivot into Magby. Interesting. Let's think. That's an interesting play by them. This Oracle is going to die at the end of the turn, so we don't have to do anything to it. We'd like to send Magby to the beginning again. They need double Cyrus in order to win here. If they send in Mega Absol... I think I can just allow this to trade. Problem is that Sabrina wins them the game. What's the problem? But playing the Pokemon Center leading now prevents them from stealing it. We go for May and we fish for the other Nihilego here. I should have guided, it doesn't matter. If they Sabrina, the combination of Absol's attack plus that will be able to power through them, so I'm just gonna equip this here. Because, you know, they have the thing anyways. And now a Cyrus top deck wins us the game. That's all we need. Cyrus. I'm gonna play May for good luck. How many professors? We still have a professor's research in there. There's not much we can do here. It's all about top decking Cyrus. That's what it's all about. Top decking Cyrus. Cyrus or bust. 20% chance to draw it. 20% chance to draw it. That won't cut it. I gotta believe. I gotta believe. In the heart of the cards. Did the May do it? Did the May do it? No, it didn't. Ah, no, it didn't. I cry every damn time. GG. GG. Maybe giving them the Dragalge was incorrect. I think that maybe I gave it too early to them. Like I could have just pivoted that out and tried to navigate around that and generate. I wanted to have the poison, but the problem is my strategy was banking a little bit too much on drawing Cyrus. You know, unfortunately we only drew one Professor's Research the entire game, and we didn't draw into stuff like Copycat either, as well, and that's what really hurt us. Salty, run back. I'm out for vengeance. I need vengeance, grass. So be it. We got the Pichu lead. We got May, and this time we have Cyrus. Rowlet, okay. Drawing into another Pokemon would be nice because then my May would be more precise, and I have a higher chance of enabling a Dragalge. No, okay. That Chingling could be annoying. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now we are talking. Double Pokeball, we find... No, that's terrible, but that's where May comes in. And that's another reason to play these babies, right? Like we can really correct our openers. And I guess this is a clear Darkrai opener. As clear as day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna hold on to the Nihilego because right now we don't, we have another May. So we're just gonna go with a classic Crackly Toss. Turboing into our Darkrai, making use of our babies going second. You know, for those of you who may think, oh, the babies are kind of weird here, but the more you think about it, the more they make sense, right? Like going first, they enable Dragalge and Nihilego to attack immediately. And going second, it just turbos into Darkrai. And going second, also enabling Dragalge earlier, allows us to start pinging them with Darkrai while attacking with Dragalge one turn quicker. So they just lead to damage, and they also give us more slots for Pokemon that we can use as fodder for our double May, which makes this deck very, very consistent at evolving Dragalge. Even though this game is not a great example of that, but you know, for the most part, it accomplishes that. Okay, Salty run back successful. Not much of a game, but the salt has been sugared. What? Let's go for another one. Second. Against Darkness, we got that Pichu lead. We are going to hold on to Nihilego, though. Because we could top deck into something like a May, and I'd rather keep this with the Dragalge. Okay. Hydreigon yet again. As long as they don't have that crazy opener. This may be... Could this be the deck that I shared, or... I also have seen people just combine Hydreigon with Sylveon and Mega Absol, which is... At that point, just play Umbreon, man. Like, what are you doing? Oh, that deck was that deck was fun. That deck was definitely fun as hell. Oh, that's an opener. I mean, we have double Professor's Research, double May, and a Copycat, which I think I'm gonna go for, to be honest, because I want something better than this. Like, I dropped the Dragalge, but like, Cyrus and Pokemon Center Lady is just too early for them. And now it seems that we have the classic going second Darkrai opener. Which is pretty good. And double research, so you know. We go in places. So they are playing Sylveon. They're probably not playing Umbreon. They're probably that lame. Just playing Mega Absol EX. There it is. Are they just gonna lead off with it? Okay. Do you have healing? Okay, so they have Lily. We're gonna send Nihiligo to the front. And then we're going to research. That Pokeball is quite important. How do we approach this? Like, I like Dragalge a lot, but I have to place the energy onto you. Because I need to be able to threaten this Hydreigon. Like, if this Hydreigon wants to attack, they need another Lily to be able to do that. Because they're playing Lily, I don't think they're actually playing Umbreon. I think they're just using Sylveon to draw, and they're gonna go for it. We need this thing to be at range. We need this thing to be at range, so we need to run right through it. In order to run right through it, we need to use Darkrai here. There's no other way. I'm gonna put a Giant Cape onto Darkrai EX. I'm gonna knock out Hydreigon and force him to build up the second one. With this Giant Cape, I guarantee that no matter what, it's all Darkrai, but having the Dragalge in the back is really nice because at that point, I could set up the Skrelp and protect against the Sabrina, targeting my Darkrai that I was building up. But a lot of times when you play around Sabrina early, you play into it late. But because I can evolve Skrelp into Dragalge, if they draw Sabrina late instead, I don't fear it because they Sabrina me, Dragalge tanks the hit, poisons them, and then I leaf and I bring back Darkrai. So I felt really safe having Dragalge there in the bench. You know, despite it seemed like the card didn't do anything, but it was actually very, very nice to have it there. But you know, when you go second, you have a baby, you can just ramp into Darkrai EX. Like that's one of the things. Like we want to try to make this deck competitive, right? So that's the way that I found, because otherwise, I mean, I'll talk more about other ideas that I have, but let's go for one more match. Final boss. Let's go. Fire. That's fitting. We got the Magby. Oh, yes, we got the Dragalge. Perfect. Oh. Not what I was expecting. They could Ember me, but then they die. I'm going to drop these two. I do not want this hand to go down, and I'm going to go with the Magby to ramp on to Scrub here. I am not going to go for May. I have what I need. But this is the theory. Playing Magby allows us to ramp into Darkrai going second. We've done that quite a bit today, but we can also ramp into Dragalge. And with double May, we consistently find it early. So we can start attacking with Dragalge effective immediately. And also just start like this. This is a perfect opener. This is the opener with this deck. And if we get away with like not losing Magby in the process, then we're just good to go, ladies and gentlemen. And it seems like they want to pivot. This is Genetic Apex Charizard. Genetic Apex Charizard. Going second, but they got the Charmander lead. And now we need to resort to May to find our Nihiligos. That's the play. And we're going to go for that now. May. And we find, I mean, we're pretty much guaranteed Nihiligo at that point, I think. Or close to it. And let's drop it. And let's evolve into Dragalge. And whip him. Honestly, this is not the matchup. Like, we had an amazing opener, but this is not the matchup because they could just two-shot us. But to be fair, they need insane. I mean, Flame Charge. Flame Charge is terrifying. I gotta try Genetic Apex Charizard with Flame Charge. That sounds really, really scary. There's just so many things to do. So many things to do. Yes. 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 Let me know in the comments if you want to see me approach this. This is a really dope idea, and I really want to explore it. Let me know. Leave a like and subscribe. Arigatou gozaimasu. All right. Be gone. Be gone, Moltres. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Ready to sweep. We're unstoppable. They gotta evolve. First of all, like they have to evolve immediately. Will they try again? But the pressure is just too great. And we have Cyrus. Like, this is checkmate. Yep. It seems like it wasn't much of a game, right? But it's because we had that opener. Like, that opener, baby, into Dragalge, because Dragalge only requires one specific source of darkness energy. That's the theory behind this deck. Like I said in the prior game, I'm going to explain it now. Initially, I wanted to combine Dragalge with Clodsire. The problem is I have two energy stage 1 evolution attackers. With May, I can fix that, but the issue with that kind of deck is what do I do when I go first? Now, you can theoretically just use Dragalge as a sponge and then follow an attack up with something like Clodsire, right? And resort to stuff like Leaf. Which, you know, could work. But I really, really like the idea of just having Dragalge function as an attacker as well. Pairing with Nihiligo, right? While giving myself we'll give myself the chance to have open slots, you know, free for for the babies. We can accelerate into an attack with them. We can also accelerate into Darkrai. Combining Dragalge with Darkrai works really well. 2 EX Pokemon. One can start attacking, and then when they attack it, we start weakening them with the poison. It's essentially taking the Nihilego 1 Darkrai shell that we've seen with Crobat EX, but running Dragalge instead and putting some babies in to give us some options to accelerate, as May allows us to find our pieces really consistently, and we can capitalize this way. It may seem like we don't have as much damage as both of our EX cap out at 80 damage, but we do get to wear them down with pings and with poison. And that's where this combination really comes in. So as you can see, we did showcase Darkrai a lot today, but we had, like, I think my favorite game was the second one where we actually won without attacking. Like, we did not attack once. That was a pretty Chad way to win. And all in all, this Pokemon definitely not amongst the strongest within the set. Don't get me wrong, but it is playable, and I may explore that Clodsire option as well. It may not be as bad as I initially thought it would be, because we can theoretically just use Dragalge as a meat shield. We can run double leaf. We can play 10 Pokemon and then double May. And the problem is, like, the issue is, like, are we just using Dragalge as a glorified poisoner, right? That's my problem with that combination, man. It is kind of flexible though, and it seems like a solid deck going second, so I could potentially explore that. But I felt like something like this would be overall better for when going first. It just gives us more options when going first, like this game indicates. And I'm just yapping at this point. Love you, have us all day. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the games, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.